I just wanted to hop on today to give you a brief little update on what's going on with SundaeSwap. And by the way, this isn't so much my update than it is their update. So weekly, SundaeSwap gives an update. And I do want to make this point. I did a video and it was on Acria Network. Really, a lot of it was centered around the communication or the lack thereof with that particular project. But I'm saying that to point out SundaeSwap is giving updates every single week. That's amazing. Though many of them aren't a lot of information, the fact that they're letting people know what's going on is extremely important. And I'll put a link to the update for this week. And you're going to want to check the site because when you go on there, it does have a link you can check for the update. It comes out every week on Sunday. And the reason you want to check that is you want to know as it's progressing so you can get into it quickly when you know it's ready. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to literally go through this update really quick, go through the simple parts and just break down kind of what it means. Nothing deep. I'm not a developer. If there is a developer out there that can give more of a idea on it or simplify it even more, please feel free. We would certainly appreciate that. But let's hop into the latest SundaeSwap update. All right, so this is the weekly technical progress update number 18. It's released yesterday, October the 24th. This week, the front-end team made a huge breakthrough on wallet integration. See the video on our Twitter. I'm going to do you one better. I actually already have the video, so we'll go ahead and hop over to that, and then we'll come through and I'm going to go through just the rest of this. It's not that much information, and I'll give you a quick breakdown on what they're actually saying, and then I'll let you know when I think this will actually launch. So let's check out the video. So now that you got to see that video, it wasn't much, about 45 seconds, but they are showing you the progress. And as I stated, what's it look like? None other than Uniswap. That's what I expected it to look like, so we're good there. What's good about this is, as this says right here, the first transaction built, signed, and submitted end-to-end, and that was using the Nami wallet. So that's what that video was about. It shows you they're making progress. And though it's small, that is a big step. I mean, you got to have wallet integration, and the team is certainly doing that. There's still work to be done with regards to hardening the logic, getting PRs merged, and supporting other wallets. But this is a huge milestone on our road to release. So when they're talking about hardening the logic, they're referring to basically reducing vulnerabilities in the application. Obviously, security, vulnerabilities, things like that have to be taken seriously. So that's what that is. So that's what they're referencing right there. There's still work to be done in regards to making sure the vulnerabilities and things of that nature are secured. The infrastructure team worked on integrating directly with the node via the Ogmios protocol to power our stats rollups. So in terms of Ogmios, Ogmios is the lightweight bridge interface for Cardano node. It offers WebSockets API that enables Ouroboros mini protocols via JASN and RPC. And in terms of Ouroboros, that's the proof of stake protocol. So right here we have the smart contract team obviously working because we have to have smart contracts. What they're working on when it comes to the ISO, so that means those who contribute their ADA to get SundaeSwap rewards, that's going to work off of a smart contract. So therefore, they have to make sure it works right. When we're talking about smart contracts, we're basically talking about if-then statements. So basically, if I contribute my ADA, then I will receive the rewards, and they have to make sure it works right. Remember, these things are supposed to automatically run. So that's what they're still working on. And as it says, begin writing end-to-end test for governance. And then right here, what we have is we can now either run those tests locally for rapid development or prepare and submit those tests to a full blockchain for maximum confidence. This will also power our load testing in preparation for the release of an article on our currency solution. So that's in terms of the research and development team working on an orchestration framework, which is end-to-end testing on the framework, which was written last week. And then as they round it out, in contrast to last week's roadblocks, we've made great strides this week, pushing past a few major hurdles. While there's still work ahead, we feel that we've now made it through the hardest pieces of development of the initial protocol. So this update basically comes down to the first end-to-end transaction, which thanks to Nami Wallet, that's good. Obviously, it's something we need. You did get a chance to look at the interface. I think that's great. It does look like Uniswap as I suspected it would. And then also it's about the vulnerabilities. So it's got to be safe, obviously, those types of things. So that's really what this update was about. Not a lot of information, but from this, the conclusion that I draw from that is, to me, it seems like there probably is still a couple more weeks left. I would not be surprised if this dropped in mid-November. Now, I don't know that to be the case. They are making progress and making moves. To me, seems like it'll probably be mid-November. That could always change. As the update comes out next week, then boom, I will certainly try to draw another conclusion. If it changes, hopefully it stays the same, or hopefully we get some news that it's going to happen earlier. I really want to drop this just to let people have an idea of how it's coming along, because people are still wondering, when is this thing going to drop? A lot of times protocols and things like this kind of just launch and you're kind of left finding out about it when people are talking about how they're using it. In this project, I don't think you want that to be the case. I think you want to know when it's going to drop so you can get in right from the start. The other piece was the smart contracts. Got to have those. So in terms of the ISO, you've been able to contribute your ADA, and they want the smart contract to run correctly so that you get your SundaeSwap rewards. That's where it's at. Thank you for tuning into this quick update. I'll put a link at the end of the video to the other videos I've done on SundaeSwap. Check them out. Also take time to check out other videos on the channel. I want to thank every single person that rocks with the channel. I appreciate all the comments. They really do help the YouTube algorithm, and you'll see that I really do try to respond to everyone. Make sure to hit the like button to help the algorithm out. Hit the bell for notification if you want to stay up to date on the latest content that I'm dropping, and I will see you next time.